Right, well, let's just... which one of these? This is the smaller one, so we'll get the bigger army first. Oh, no, we can't do that. Well, can we get into, say, all friendly territory? Nope. Well, this is a bit awkward. Influencing Hispaniola. Are they actually... So what do I have here? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I should have 5 stuff, all provinces in here already. I don't know what's wrong with the colonial nation then. That's just the expeditions. I'm pretty sure that that's not a utility decision to create the colonial nation either. But I don't know. Well, at least we'll get some stuff in here, nonetheless. So did Castile actually accept the military access or not? Oh, they did take it, yeah, but I can't move into that province. What is wrong here? Oh, is it because... Oh, the morale is too low. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of. Barbados has been converted. Okay, now we can send some of these at least over. Where do we have rebellions? Well, no one too close, I suppose. Actually, we can transport both of these at the same time, can't we? Yeah, we can. Okay, well, that's good. Right. I think we'll drop one of the armies down here. Beat down Mali again. Speaking of which... Oh yeah, we do have military or spy network in there. So Kabu will get a claim on you. And... St. Martin will start converting you. Do we have... No, we only got 2 conversion... or 2 missionaries right now. That's alright. There's Paradise, Conquest on Mali. Should we build some African forts? We probably should. But we haven't got on course here yet, really. I mean, we could maybe get port in, like, this one, but I suppose this province is only neighboring Bach, so that's not really going to be an option. But yeah, we should definitely build them once we got the course done. Just that's going to take quite a while still. Yeah, at least we got a little bit land here. I mean, suppose... Do we have land force limit right now? Nope, we don't. And even the naval force limit is starting to be getting closer and closer. With all the ships that we're making. Martinique is already 770. It's getting a 34 per year. So, oh, plus some from the colonists. So it's about 47 per year, according to this, on average. So that would be... So like 5 years and it's done. I believe our ship is... Our fleet has almost reached the port. I suppose actually fort down here somewhere might not be a bad one because we don't have the garrison. Or we could just fund the garrison level 1 in here. And maybe down here as well. Right, build infrastructure, design project, infrastructure, garrison, rank 1, repairs a contract, 70 ducats total, that's a piece of cake. Let's clear the provinces there. Did we start constructing the capital in Lisbon? I don't think we did. Let's do that as well. I reckon that's going to cost us a lot. But it would be a good idea in the long run. 800, almost 900 ducats. Says 12, but I think it's just going to be 1 level. It's going to take a fair bit of workforce probably as well, but, you know, if we can increase the communications efficiency overall, that's going to be brilliant. Is Barlavento? Barlavento only has the harborage of level 2. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping for a bit more. Also, how is the communications efficiency down here? It's moderate, still 47%. I suppose a lot of the roads have been either dismantled already or have not been completed yet? Is Paris capital 1 or 2? Good question. It is level 1. They got 92 dev there. I think they even got Harbourage in there. I suppose it does have a river going through there. How much is Cairo now? Still 128. What about something like Nanjing or Beijing or something like that? Xinjiang over here, so that's 84. Oh. That's 60. Okay. Equal to Paris. Well, not necessarily in the development portion, but like we got pretty good constructions, that's for sure. Actually, speaking of constructions, we could probably upgrade the fort in here. In Lisbon. Oh, and we're going to be the first one to get the settler chance increase. Oh, yes. Yes. All the colonists. Now, let's actually have a look. For example, down here, how much are we? 34 people per year on average now. The chance of 40% every month. I do like the sound of that. As a protect trade in Guinea Coast. And get a fair bit of money out of there again. We're still getting over 11 ducats per month. Ooh. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. And is that... Oh, right, so that's the transport fleet. I think I will take this into this fleet still, and we'll take the bigger army away from here. Well, actually, yeah, we'll send this one back into somewhere around here, and the smaller fleet would actually meet up there instead. Did we get the harbourage in here? We did. So did the... No, the communications are still nightmarish down here. I suppose there's still no pathing through this area. I suppose since we got the money, we could improve the pathing through here. For example, through there and there. You know what? We'll increase the pathing in all 4 of these. Gonna increase this area a little bit because this is probably a strategically somewhat important area for us. Right, so build infrastructure. Design new. Pathing. Rank 1. Construct. 700. That can't be true. I mean, suppose some of the provinces are big and all that, but yeah, no, I don't think I want to do that. So let's take away, I don't know, this one. And maybe even this one from the list. And that one. So we'll at least get the pathing down here going. So build infrastructure. And that's 83 ducats. That's a lot more manageable. I wonder, so this actually has a pretty decent communications down here. It actually says decent communications. What about if we improve your pathing as well? That's 172 ducats. Okay, that's a bit more expensive. I will take it. But that's probably going to be all the constructions that we're going to do for a little bit. At least the income is still pretty decent. Oh, wow, yeah, 14 ducats per month. Yeah, I'll take it. Actually, we have another merchant that I don't think is in use right now. So we got merchants over there, that's fine. Ivory Coast, we got a merchant there. Caribbean, we do have a merchant, and we got a merchant down here in Panama, apparently. Oh, right, so that's not part of Mexico. Oh, right, yeah, yeah. All the trade now. Oh, right, Guinea is the one that we lost. Transfer trade power. And then I think what we should... Where's the exploration? It's down here. Okay, it's still working. We are over our force limit, unfortunately. Might as well wait a little bit longer, although... Let's have a look at something like Tangiers. Is Clemson punchable? That is a good question. They're allies with Mamluks, so not really. What about Tunis? I mean, we don't have a claim on Tunis, but they are only allied to Clemson, so that would be a proxy for us to do that. That's Terra Incognita. We don't know who owns that province yet. But these got... Oh yeah, it's probably these. That would be an option. And then, of course, Mali, we got a truce with them, and they're also only allied to Kel Hagar. 14,000, so yeah, that wouldn't be too bad when we are really on manpower right now, after that war that we just had. Oh. Right, we've got another core here. Or another province claimed here. Is there any... No, I don't think we need to put in the states in the Arguin and Cape. Not yet anyway, but we got this here. I wonder if it's going to give us the colonial nation at some point or not. Because I would like to have one. Again, I have no idea how it's done. You know what? Well, I'm going to try... Oh. No, actually, no, that isn't an option. Is it? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe these don't count. Or maybe they do, I don't know. Not all the provinces are my cores, but like all the ones that are fully colonized are. Well, of course, the ones that haven't colonized. I don't think it's divided into 2 colonial regions. Although I suppose I could have a look at that real quick. Well, once the autosave is done. Like, we got most of these islands at least, so that's good. And we're already getting a foothold in Colombia. Like, Colombia is definitely an option where we can set up a colonial nation, I think. At least I would assume. But we're getting a lot more transports, or not transport, trade ships being built. Yeah, that's already 4 out of 5. Right. We had to check the colonial and trade regions, so that is still part of the same colonial regions, although... Yeah, it should be the same. But for some reason that's Castilian West Indies. Oh, this is colonial Caribbean. Is it maybe that I can't... No, that's colonial Hispaniola. That's, well, that's held by Castile. That is colonial Caribbean. Colonial Colombia. I mean, that would be something that I could start just colonizing once we get these islands done. To get a colonial nation, you know, get this area here. I reckon there might be pretty good resource. Actually, what sort of resource is there? Is there like any metals or something? And there's at least cocoa and sea salt. And cocoa. Well, sea salt. I mean, sea salt doesn't surprise me. What about this one? Oh, there's cacao over here as well. What about on the bay? No, I don't think there's a lot of... Oh, there's coal in here. What about there? Sea salt. There's more coal there. What about the natives here? What do they have? Gems. Oh. If we were to get a colony down here, then conquer that. Or another option is just to... Like, how strong are you? You got 10,000 men. You are Miltech 8. So I think our 5,000 men, or maybe 6,000 or 8,000 men would be enough. Actually, what I suppose I could do is I could just expand this transport fleet to 10. It's a little bit extra expenditure, but it should be fine. And gems, you say? I think you mean Portuguese clay. Exactly. Oh, we have another merchant. Huh, okay. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. The question is now, of course, where do we send that one? Also, the speed. I know that I mentioned increasing it, but then I didn't. And then I forgot. As per usual. Right, so we got that one. What about... We're already transferring from Cape. We do have 60 minutes of trade... Oh! Are we already pushing it to... Yeah, we are pushing it to South Africa, but we could transfer more trade power in here. To India. I mean, we'll get there eventually. I believe there might be some areas down here. Oh, I think that's Goa. Right, so it might be something that we'll kind of buy or conquer from the locals then. With the expeditions. Oh, and the Spanish are doing some drilling there. You know what? Let's do an expedition into the Indian Ocean. We'll have a kind of jumping off point from here then. One of the islands anyway. Right, so we should have some separatists down here. How many thousand is that? It's actually not that many thousand. You can take care of that for the most part. And then the Northern Army. And start taking care of some potential rebellions, especially down here. I think the other areas should be fine in here, but we can combine these into a fleet. And now that's a trade fleet. When do we get our... Oh, wow. Oh, right, that's down here, isn't it? Yeah, this is producing a lot of ships. Not very quickly, mind you. Oh, this is a minor center of trade. Merchant gain +2. Provincial ideal burger size +250. Okay. Tunis agreed to share their maps of Niger Bend with Castile. Learn 15 provinces. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if I should buy the maps from Castile to what Mali has. I know it costs us a little bit of prestige, but... Oh, they're colonizers, so they probably don't want to sell any maps at all. Right. Well, I guess not then. What about Jolof? Surely you don't mind sharing maps. What area would this be anyway? Senegambia? Nope. They don't like me, okay. I mean, I don't blame them, per se. So Martinique is coming along quite nicely. I believe the other colonies are expanding fairly quickly as well. And Cape Town is the biggest, or the latest one. Well, it is supposed to be the center of trade, I suppose. They're purchasing a lot, they're not selling a lot. I mean, I suppose this is just new colonies. They don't really have a lot to, well, sell. I mean, this one probably has a little bit. I think do have some productions in here, just basics. There's some sea salt. Oh, right, we lost a claim on Clemson. Oh no! The Humvee no longer considers me as a rival. I suppose we don't share any border with them. So now they probably want to rival Castile? Yeah, Castile, and then there's two nations that I don't even know, which are further into Africa here. Apparently Castile has a lot of cavalry. Oh wow, yeah, they got a ton of cavalry in here. Well, that's not necessarily smart. But you do you. I saw... Oh, malaria in Siak. Okay. How terrible. So we've got the flagship, we've got another transport or trade fleet over here, rather. I think this one I will send into Caribbean. I think there might be need for it now. We've got the flagship. Ooh. We get a new province. Where exactly is the question? Oh, this one. There we go. Have Russia and China officially met? Well, they haven't started touching yet. But they probably know about each other, I'd imagine. If this is alphabetized, then we should be finding... Yeah, they don't like Russia. It's a different religion. But, yeah, they are not neighbors yet. If that is what you're asking. Guadeloupe could use a bit of conversion. And, yeah, that should be fine. Ooh, how much do we have? Bureaucratic influence is 11. It's November. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote a bureaucratic faction. It's a little bit points. And let's have a look at the... Oh, right, actually. I just realised that's going to be taking admin points, isn't it? And if there is anything that we can do is the next question. I'm not entirely sure that there is. No, not by the looks of it. Close to touching each other. Maybe they're relatively close. Right, well, I mean, at least getting the bureaucrats a little bit happier might help. I mean, how much do they have influence now? The 29... Oh, it's not even 30. Okay, never mind. So that's not going to be enough then. Well, in that case, we might as well do some expanding bureaucracy as well then. I mean, it's going to increase the corruption for a while, but again, that's not really a problem. Like, compared to a lot of the other nations, I think I probably have one of the smallest corruption. So let's actually have a look at that. Governments, corruption. It's not the smallest, but it's definitely the smallest of European nations bar Ravenna. Which Ravenna has had pretty good corruption throughout the game, I think. But if we have a look at rivals, for example, yeah, we got a lot of... what about allies as well? Castile has 37, almost 38. Ooh. They got a bit more centralization than I do. But that's alright. Not really a problem. We're slowly increasing it. Sure that they've done more to increase theirs. But yeah, we don't necessarily need those islands over here anymore. We've already got a jumping off point in Congo. Actually, speaking of Congo... oh, and we got all the heavy ships ready now. We need to turn those into a fleet. Right, so these ships get to Barlavento. Now, I suppose what I could do is I could have these go with the transport fleet from now on. I can separate the galleys out of it. And this is going to be kind of the protection fleet over here. Maybe even hunt pirates if there is any in either Gibraltar or Iberia. Doesn't look like they are. We don't need to worry about that then, I suppose. We're going to get the Diplotech. Would it be time for that? Like 500, almost 600 points. So we could do that. Getting the study technology wouldn't be bad. At the same time, we'd then have to send the spy network somewhere where it's useful. And is the casual literacy still not... I suppose since we haven't got on the Ep39, it's not going to be spreading us or to us. But I do want to get the settler increase first. Then I'm going to get the tech. And then I'm going to probably complete the bureaucratic ideas, get another tech, and then work on the rest of the colonial ideas. Right, so we got our fleet here. Let's send them in. Down this way. So we'll have still a 30-ship fleet. But this time it's probably going to have a fair bit more... Actually, it's not that massive blockade amount. It's 66 dev total. And actually, we could upgrade the... You know what, we'll upgrade those ships. Let's actually have a look. How quickly do we repair now with the extra idea that we had? Which should be... It's probably like 8%? No, it's... Okay. It's still 3%, so it was not very quick. We need more naval... Oh! Yeah, we need more naval materials. We're starting to have so many ships around that we're not making much. Let's actually see. How high is the... Luxembourg's Militech? It's 19. So winning that would be a bit difficult. Let's go ahead and send in to... Send one more to Caribbean, I think. There's still these two islands at least. If we get a bit more in there, then it should be fine, I guess. Ah, investments. Let's see. 1495. Not much in there. 7.6 ducats for industry in Alentejo. And Barlavento got... Well, they got a couple ducats in agriculture, industrial, and a bit of academic. And Porto got a little bit academic, that's about it. And okay, so that's all the investments this year. So not quite as good as some of the other years. But it's better than nothing, of course. Now, what is the... Ooh, the force limit is growing quite nicely. And how much are we making money now? Oh, the income has dropped drastically. Why is the expenses in there? Oh, right, the taxation has dropped. Oh. Afro-Caribbean population. Oh. Ultra will become maroon. Guadeloupe, okay. An unrest in there, So over here, yeah, there's a bit of an unrest there. Although once the... Okay, the base unrest is dropping. That's good. And how much is the impact from the missionary? Don't... Well, it's probably the intolerance a little bit in there, but I don't know. Not that it really matters, to be fair. Right, so we can get another idea. Oh, we're going to complete the naval ideas. A bit of land morale and cavalry shock. I think completing the idea group is actually good. It means a bit more naval materials, or actually, since we desperately needed more anyway. And then we're going to repair on the coastal zones, which means blockading things is going to be really easy. And considering that we are going to be quite naval power, hopefully, being able to blockade things seems like a good idea. Ooh, actually, I probably don't need the military access over here anymore, do I? I just realized. Luckily, we don't have that many alliances or anything like that. Actually, speaking of alliances, is there anyone that we could ally? England. That feels like a bad idea. Or is Castile allied to France? No. They are not. And does England have the exploration ideas? They do have the two first ones. They got Diplo of 50. Oh, wow, yeah, they won't be able to do colonizing anytime soon. I suppose I could ally them again. It's been a while. And since they've lost most of the holdings on the mainland anyway. Oh, that's just wasteland there, okay. So I guess the Channel Islands do belong to England then. It might be that it takes like these provinces in here into account to which side controls it. Or something like that. Or maybe it's just Wessex. That could be. Right, how much have we been exploring in the South America in the meanwhile? We've gone through most of the Inca nations. At least we've explored a lot in there. Do we have... I got some rebellions in the Mali region, but I don't think it's too bad. One thing I suppose I could do is make Mali into a vassal at some point, although how much would it cost to turn them into a vassal? England wants to marry, I suppose I'll take that. There's the 300. Okay, so we need to cut them down quite a bit, but eventually we could maybe turn them into a vassal to have them control the inland while we control the coast. Right, so Martinique is now probably like 2 years away from being full. Well, that ain't too shabby. Got some missionaries still. A lot of castles being built.